Fucking roads of Preston are a disgrace, and we're declaring a sanctuary city. Oh, so you're going to defund the police, are you? Oh, are you welcoming Palestinian fucking terrorists, aren't you? Not my council. Fuck off. The minute you start doing something for the people of Preston, I'll fucking bite you. Start by fucking doing the roads. They're a disgrace. And if you want patriotism, when my granddad retired, he worked there, behind there, because his house was here on the right. And that's where my dad was born. So my granddad served in the British Army, was a career soldier, and left the rank of sergeant. He saw India, and he served all through World War I. Came out and retired. And he worked there, I believe as a clerk, but his duties were to look after the horses because he loved horses. He was in some kind of horse artillery regiment. I'm not sure which one. I do have his service record at home. I've also got his medals as well. So yeah, I think I'm entitled to an opinion. You know, my country, Rhodesia, I saw that go to shit. Look at the state of it now. Oh, fucking roads. The state of this town. Oh, sorry, it's called a city now. It got city status. Sanctuary city, where all the gooks come to play and grab women's titties. Yeah. There you go. Home of the English lightning. Sorry, English electric lightning. did a painting the other day called the One-Eyed Club, and in it features a couple of greys, well 3 greys and a reptilian. Now people laugh, oh the reptilian. So I'm going to ask you, as we live in a so-called Christian country full of so-called Christians who go, no, I'm not Christian, but they get their kids christened just to be on the safe side. Yeah, you know the type. Anyway, about 13-14 years ago, I was at a Truth Juice festival, and a woman came to me. She says, can you help me? I went, I'll try if I can. She said, my husband, my son was in the parachute regiment, and he got stationed to an island in Scotland, and he came across these reptilian beings who now, he says, are after him and they're after killing him. So I said, here's my number, get him to ring me. Anyway, I never heard anything. But about a year later, about 3 o'clock in the morning, he rings me. He says, Frank, my mum said you'll help me. I said, I'll try, what's up? He said, I'm in Carnarvon, and the reptilians are at my door trying to get me. I said, have you rang the police? He said, the police are the reptilians. I rang the police and they're here now, but the reptilians. I said, well, I can't help you, I'm like 100 miles away. Give me a ring in the morning. Anyway, he didn't. A couple of days later, his mum rang me to tell me that he was now dead. Apparently, he slit his throat. He used his right hand and slit his throat. His mum said he's left-handed. His mum said the police don't want to talk to her. The police didn't want to talk to me. Something was being hidden and covered up. Now, why was I so interested in this case? Well, he was the 3rd ex-para that came to me asking for help and spoke about the same bloody island they were all stationed to at separate times. And then the last one I had dealings with, he said, when we joined the paras, we all had to have medical, which is like standard for army and that. Said we had standard dental, but everybody had a filling, or at least one filling, and they are all convinced that in that filling are microchips, and these microchips can give off signals along with certain drugs they've been given to control them, much like the Manchurian candidate. Now, whether that's true or not is another story. But a friend of mine whose friend, her son was in the SAS, and he's talking of similar stuff. You know, For the research I've done into it all, I don't dismiss it. And only an idiot would dismiss it. Because these people have real fucking problems. And they're all saying this is what caused it. So when I get idiots laughing at me because I do painting like that, it's just like, no mate, I'm laughing at your ignorance. I'm laughing at your stupidity. You know, going back to that Bible. It's like, in that Bible, in Genesis, it tells you Satan was a serpent. What you don't get is that because God tempted Adam and Eve, the devil tempted Adam and Eve, God punished the devil. And the punishment was to slither along his belly for eternity. So, before he was slithering on his belly, did he have arms and legs? And if he had arms and legs, then he was a reptilian. And if you know the Bible, you know that Satan, or Lucifer, was one of the fallen angels. And all in mythology around the world, scriptures around the world, they talk of reptilian beings. The Hindus, they call them Vedas. Not Vedas, Nagas. In the Middle East, they have images and statues of devils like Pazuzu. Now, for those who have watched the film The Exorcist, that winged beast what appears in the bedroom, the ancient Mesopotamian devil, that is Pazuzu. He looks like a reptilian but has 4 wings, a fallen angel. And for those of you who are wondering why I'm going so bloody slow, It's because I've got 2 new tyres put on the bike. Okay, I got them put on 2 weeks ago, but I've not been out for a ride. It's been pissing down every fucking day. So yeah, I'm taking it easy because the new tyres, which, you know, after about 40 mile now, we should be alright. But I'm nearly where I want to go for a brew anyway. Alright.